So it began for Eric 30 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
In high school, we met. We went to East High School together.
First time I knew I was attracted to her, probably like when I first saw her. In a nutshell, when I first saw her, like, who's that? So I didn't let a lot of people know, but just people that was close to me, I would ask questions about, and I found out who she was. Then when I found out where she worked, that just made it even better. I was crushing on her for like 30 years. So when she was working like in Burger King, in Midtown Plaza, I used to go down there and purchase stuff I didn't need or I wouldn't eat just so I can get a look at her and just so I can see her.
Just recently, I learned about that when we actually started dating.
I kept that for 30 years right here.
He always keeps me smiling, but I really smiled hard when he told me that. I've always been physically attracted to Erik, but when I really became attracted to him was when we actually started dating around. We went out on a few dates. I was attracted to how much of a gentleman he was, how he was like an old school 90s R&B type gentleman. Still open doors, still buy flowers, still just a perfect gentleman. And well, initially when he let me know he was attracted to me, he wanted to date, I just wasn't ready for a relationship. So I kept saying, no, Erik, I don't want a boyfriend. No, no, no. And he just wouldn't take no for an answer.
Well, it was a tough little obstacle, like she said, because, it was like 30 years in the making and now it's like, it's finally here. So I wasn't trying to take no for an answer, but in a sense, sometimes I'd be like, well, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. But I never put pressure on her, ever. I like fall back for a little bit and, I might reach out to her once in a while. So I remember this one time, what I'm talking about. This one time, she texted me out the blue and she was like, hi, I miss you. So I texted her back, I was like, did you mean to send this to me? Cause it, threw me off because, she didn't want to be with nobody. So it would be little stuff like that, but then we would just go out go out and here and there, go out to eat. And then I was still, like I keep telling her, but she don't believe me. I was gonna give up. She still don't believe me to this day. It was just, I like frustrating, like I'm so close. And all she gotta do is just open that door just a little bit. But then I stuck with it and it got me here.
Another thing that attracted me to Erik was we took a trip to Philly together. And we went to watch my brother perform. He had a show in Philly and we went. It impressed me that Erik didn't try to come on to me or anything. It was just, we slept in separate beds. We were friends at the time. And that's how he kept it. It didn't put any pressure on me for anything. And that really impressed me.
This is when I knew that she was my wife. And the simple fact that us sleeping in the same room in different beds, and the fact is like nothing happened on the first time. I just had so much love and respect for her. So that next morning I would watch her when she would sleep. Like when she woke up and was like, good morning. I was like, good morning. I was just laying in bed like, yeah, I can do this for the rest of my life. This is cool. It's just, I knew it from then. Like, I can't let this one go. Like, I gotta just go ahead and gotta grab it. That's what I did.
During the dating process, Erik always said, I can't wait to make you my wife. I'm going to make you my wife. I can't wait. And I would look at him and say, whatever, Erik. Whatever. When he did finally propose, I was in a state of shock.
Yeah, it's one for the books. Well, I got with her friends, Toya, Maisha, and then I called her good friend, Tamika, who lives in Philly. That's part of the Key Hive, just to put it out there. So, hey y'all. So, when I got the ring, I sat in the parking lot and I still couldn't believe I had did it. So the first person I called was Maisha. It was the first person I called. So I told Maisha in the parking lot, I said, Ma, you never believe what I just did. I said, I bought a ring. And she was like, for real? I said, yeah. I said, but do you think I should give it to her? So Maisha was like, listen, because we had a different plan, a different way. We was gonna rent out this spot called Monroe's on Monroe Avenue, and I was gonna have her best friend and her husband fly in from Philadelphia. But unfortunately, when the COVID hit, we had to switch it.
We were gonna have the family there. He told me later.
So
our family and close friends.
So after talking to Maisha, I was gonna wait. But then it was like, you didn't know how long this COVID was gonna last, what was gonna be the outcome. So I told Maisha, I was like, I wanna do it the weekend, because I knew me and her was gonna be together. So I go to her friend Toya's house. So we set everything up. The plan was Toya was gonna call Keya and say she's having a panic attack or something was wrong, because she knew Keya was gonna rush over there. So she know Keya so good that she told Keya, she's gonna say, well, I got Erik with me. Like, what do you want me to do with him? So she was like, no, just bring Erik. So we're sitting down at my cousin's. So I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So I go to the bathroom. And so I text Maisha. Okay, Maisha, I'm in the bathroom. You ready? Let me get in touch with Toy. So Toy didn't answer the phone, so I'm panicking. So I hit her back. Yo, she's not answering. Maisha was like, bro, calm down. Let me call her. So she calls her. Toy hits me back. I'm sorry, bro, I have fell asleep. I was like, you can't fall asleep. Like, I'm in the bathroom now. So she's like, I'm gonna call her when you go out. So I sat next to her. So I'm just sitting there like waiting for the phone to ring. So then when the phone rung, I heard the conversation. So I'm like sitting there, like inside, I'm like cheesing, but I'm trying to sit there all calm. She gets off the phone. I was like, what happened? Everything okay? She's like, oh, it's Toy. I think something's wrong with her. I was like, well, you want to leave? She was like, yes. And she goes, you don't have to go if you don't want to. She's like, you can drop me off. I was like, nah, you know, that's your friend. Let's go. So we get in the car and we're going. So before that, we had went to Toy House a couple weeks before, and she ended up moving somewhere else. So I was going to the house. So she was like, Toy said, pull up in the back. So then we pull up in the back. So Keya was like, this is not the back. I said, yeah, it is the back. She was like, it don't look like. I was like, trust me, it's the back. Like I almost gave it away because I was there the day before planning all of this. So then we get there, knock on the door. So Toy just opens the door. Like she had her face hid, like she was crying, and she just jets to the back.
So I'm in a frenzy because here my friend is having a panic attack, an anxiety attack. So when we get there, I'm really thinking she's really in tears. And I go, Toy, you okay? You need an ambulance? Where's Shawnee? So I'm rubbing on her back. Here, sit down. You need to sit down and relax. So I'm rubbing on her back. And she goes, no, I just need to walk. I just need some air.
So I hear Keya in the back. Are you okay? You know, you need a back rub, need me to call 911. Now I'm in the living room. I got Maisha on FaceTime while we're talking. So we're trying to set everything up. The plan was for Keya to come out backwards without her seeing me. So as she's coming out, I'm on one knee and I had the ring. When they got close to me, Toy started smiling. And so Keya was like, what's wrong? So she spun her around and then I was on one knee and that's when I proposed.
So when I saw him on one knee, I'm like, oh no, like I was in a state of shock. Everything was slow motion at that time.
Got to be real. Girl, I could write a book on how you're making me feel. I know I'll never find another who could match the love you're giving to me. So it says,
I'm still like waiting for the answer.
this
is she? She home.
Finally, she said yes, and everybody was ecstatic.
After I got out of my state of shock.
You know, I was just always raised when you do something like that, you have to get approval from the parents. So, you know, I had met her dad. We hung out a couple times. I called him and like right away, he gave me his approval. So I was good with that. So everything fell into place from there.
Oh gosh, I think his parents did a very fine job with raising him. Like I said, I was very attracted to how much of a gentleman he is. Dang, I forgot to say how much I love his beard.